Welcome to the Mnemonic AI Podcast, your source of in-depth conversations about the newest trends in AI, marketing, and customer intelligence. Here are your hosts.
Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a look at AI-generated buyer personas.
Okay.
You shared with us a really interesting white paper on how AI is kind of changing the whole marketing game, and we're super excited to break it all down for our listeners today. We're going to explore some pretty eye-opening statistics, real-world applications, and what this tech can really do for you and your business.
Yeah, this white paper really digs deep into how AI can create, these really dynamic and precise buyer personas. And it goes, beyond just collecting data. It gets into uncovering hidden patterns and psychological insights that can completely change how you connect with your customers.
So it sounds like AI is taking, those kind of old school buyer personas and giving them a serious upgrade. Where do we even begin with understanding this shift?
Well, those traditional personas, they're often based on, limited data and a lot of guesswork. Think of them as static snapshots of your ideal customer. They can be helpful, as a starting point, but they can become outdated so quickly in today's market.
Right, everything's moving so fast. So how does AI change the game then?
Well, AI has the ability to process massive amounts of data from sources you might not even consider. So that social media activity, purchase history, website behavior, it's all fair game for AI algorithms.
Wow, yeah.
It's like having a superpowered detective working 24/7 to reveal the real customer, not just, a fictionalized version.
So we're going from assumptions to actual insights. That's a pretty big leap. So what does that mean for someone trying to actually create a marketing strategy?
Well, think about it this way. What if you could predict your customers' needs before they even realize them?
That would be amazing.
Right. AI-generated personas can give you that level of insight.
Wow.
You can anticipate buying patterns, tailor your messaging to specific personality types, and create those marketing campaigns that resonate, on a much deeper level.
That sounds incredibly powerful. But the white paper also emphasizes the importance of data quality.
Yeah.
And, it even uses this phrase, garbage in, garbage out. What exactly does that mean, in this context?
It's a simple but crucial concept. The accuracy of your AI-generated personas is completely dependent on the quality of the data that you feed into the system.
Okay.
So if you have inaccurate, incomplete, or outdated information, your results are going to be useless or even misleading.
And I'm guessing that can have some pretty serious consequences for a business.
Absolutely. The white paper actually cites a Gartner study. That study found that poor data quality costs organizations an average of $12.9 million annually.
Wow.
That's a staggering amount of money wasted because of bad data.
That's a huge wake-up call for sure. Do you have any real-world examples of how this plays out, when it goes wrong?
Oh, absolutely. There's the case of Midwest Retailers, a chain with stores across the U.S. They were convinced they were targeting budget-conscious millennials, but their data was heavily skewed.
Really?
Because they were relying solely on Google Analytics.
Oh, so they were missing a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. They missed a significant segment of higher spending Gen Xers who were actually driving a large portion of their sales. And because their AI persona system was flawed, their average transaction value dropped by 15% and customer satisfaction plummeted by 20%.
That's a painful lesson, for sure, in the importance of good data. It sounds like, you need a thorough data audit before you even think about AI personas.
Absolutely. You need to make sure your data is accurate, clean, and that it comes from a variety of sources.
Right.
You really need to get all your data talking to each other.
Okay.
To paint a complete picture of your customer.
That makes a lot of sense, but let's be honest, most of us aren't data scientists.
Yeah.
We don't speak AI fluently. How can we bridge that gap and actually leverage this technology effectively?
You hit on a very real challenge, and it's something that the white paper addresses directly. Many organizations struggle to find and hire people with the necessary AI skills. It's a rapidly evolving field, and the demand for expertise often outweighs the supply.
So how do we overcome this AI skills gap?
Well, first of all, you don't need to become an AI expert overnight.
Right.
There are solutions out there. You can invest in training programs for your team, partner with AI specialists, or even adopt user-friendly AI tools that are designed for, people without a technical background.
Those are all great options.
Yeah.
But do we have any real-world proof that this can actually work, like for businesses, like ours?
There are countless success stories. The white paper highlights the case of Midtech Solutions, a software company that wanted to implement AI personas, but they felt they lacked the in-house expertise. They decided to partner with Mnemonic AI, a company that specializes in making AI accessible and actionable.
So they essentially outsourced their AI expertise.
Yeah. In a way, yeah, but it was more of a collaborative partnership. So Mnemonic AI provided expert guidance, helped them choose the right tools, and worked with them to develop a pilot project.
Oh, wow.
The results were pretty significant. They saw a 22% reduction in customer acquisition costs,
Right.
meaning they could now reach new customers more efficiently.
Right.
And they experienced an 18% increase in customer lifetime value, demonstrating that they were building stronger, more profitable relationships with their customers.
That's a pretty compelling case study, for sure.
Yeah.
It sounds like even if we don't have like a team of data scientists, we can still harness the power of these AI personas.
Absolutely. It's about finding the right partners, the right tools, and the right approach for your specific needs. You don't need to boil the ocean. Just start with a clear goal and a willingness to experiment.
This is all sounding incredibly promising, but there's one big elephant in the room that we need to address: privacy. How do we create these, like, detailed, insightful personas without crossing any ethical lines or making our customers feel like their privacy is being invaded?
Yeah, that's a crucial question. And it's something every business needs to grapple with. It's a delicate balance. Consumers want those personalized experiences that make them feel understood, but they also want to know that their data is being handled responsibly.
Of course.
So it's a tightrope walk, but it's not impossible to navigate.
The white paper cites some pretty striking statistics. 91% of consumers are more likely to shop with brands that offer personalized recommendations, but 79% are concerned about how companies are using their data.
Right.
It seems like we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place.
Not necessarily. It's all about being transparent and giving customers control.
Okay.
First and foremost, you need to be aware of the legal landscape. So regulations like GDPR and CCPA, along with emerging state-level laws, set clear guidelines for data privacy. Ignoring those regulations is not an option.
So compliance is non-negotiable.
Right.
So what else can we do to make sure we're respecting customer privacy?
Transparency is key.
Okay.
You need to clearly explain to your customers how you're using their data, why it benefits them, and what control they have over their preferences. So no more hiding behind vague terms and conditions. Just be upfront and build trust.
Are there any companies out there that are actually doing this well?
Absolutely. Privacy-first marketing is a great example.
Okay.
They implemented AI personas, but with a laser focus on privacy. So they created a tiered persona system that gave users a clear dashboard to manage their data.
Oh, interesting.
And they were incredibly upfront about their practices, and it paid off. Their opt-in rates for enhanced personalization jumped by 40%, while privacy-related complaints dropped by 25%.
Wow.
They proved that you can be both effective and ethical.
That's a really encouraging example. It sounds like the key is to view privacy not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to kind of build those stronger relationships with your customers.
Exactly. Privacy done right isn't just about avoiding legal trouble. It's about earning your customers' trust and loyalty.
Okay, so we've covered, the foundational elements of AI personas. We've talked about the shift from traditional personas, the importance of data quality, the challenges of the AI skills gap, and the critical balance between personalization and privacy. Now let's take a peek into the future. What are some of the exciting innovations on the horizon in the world of AI-generated personas?
This is where things start to get really futuristic. The white paper highlights several trends that are already starting to shape the field, things you should definitely have on your radar as you explore the potential of AI personas.
I'm all ears. Let's hear about these cutting-edge advancements.
Well, one of the most exciting areas is the evolution of programmatic advertising.
Okay.
It's already a powerful tool, but AI is about to take it to a whole new level. Imagine ads that automatically adapt to a person's personality type in real time, using the ocean personality traits that we talked about earlier.
Okay, so as I'm someone who, let's say, scores high on openness, always eager for new experiences,
Right.
I might see ads for, I don't know, adventurous travel or unique products.
Right.
While someone who's more conscientious might get ads focused on practicality and reliability.
Exactly. The AI analyzes those personality traits and tailors the ad content to appeal to those specific characteristics.
Okay.
It's about delivering the right message to the right person at the right time, maximizing engagement and impact.
That sounds incredibly effective.
Yeah.
What other AI-powered innovations are kind of on the horizon?
Well, get ready for predictive analytics. We're not just talking about describing customers anymore. We're talking about forecasting their future behavior. Imagine knowing what someone is likely to buy, when they're likely to need support, or even when they might be at risk of churning.
It's like having a crystal ball that
Right.
reveals the future of our customer relationships.
In a way, yes, and the applications are vast. Think about anticipatory marketing, where you reach out to customers with offers or support before they even realize they need it. Think about personalized product recommendations that are so spot on it feels like you're reading their minds.
Wow.
Think about optimized pricing that adjusts in real time based on individual customer behavior.
This is all sounding very sci-fi, but are there any real-world applications for this right now?
Absolutely. The white paper shares a great example. Midsize Retail, a clothing retailer, used predictive analytics with their AI personas.
Okay.
And they were able to forecast seasonal buying patterns with remarkable accuracy.
Oh, wow.
This led to a 12% reduction in inventory costs, saving them significant money, and a 20% increase in customer lifetime value,
Wow.
demonstrating that they were creating more loyal and engaged customers.
Okay, those are some impressive results. So what other AI persona innovations should we be keeping an eye on?
Well, the days of static personas are over.
Okay.
Get ready for real-time persona updates.
Okay.
As customers interact with your brand, your AI system is constantly learning, refining, and adjusting those profiles. It's like having a living, breathing picture of your customer that's always up to date.
So instead of waiting months to refresh our personas, we can react to like changes in behavior and preferences like almost instantly.
Precisely. Think about it. Imagine you're browsing an e-commerce site, adding items to your cart, maybe even abandoning it a few times. With real-time updates, the AI system is analyzing those actions and instantly updating your persona.
Wow.
It might even trigger, a personalized email with a special offer to entice you back.
Okay.
All while respecting your privacy preferences, of course.
That's incredibly clever. It's like having a personal shopper who knows exactly what you want even before you do.
That's the power of agile marketing. The white paper mentions a company called Agile Commerce that saw a 35% increase in eco-friendly product sales just by reacting quickly to a shift in customer interest that their AI system detected.
Wow.
They were able to adapt their messaging and product offerings on the fly, meeting their customers' evolving needs.
That's a great example of how AI can help businesses kind of stay ahead of the curve. So what other advancements are shaping the future of these AI personas?
This one is all about getting the complete picture, multi-channel data synthesis.
Good.
Remember all those different touch points we talked about earlier? Social media, website visits, emails, in-store interactions, customer service calls.
Right.
It's a lot to keep track of.
It definitely can feel overwhelming trying to make sense of all that.
Well, AI can now combine data from all those sources to create truly holistic customer views.
Right.
It's like putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle to reveal the complete picture of your customer, understanding how they interact with your brand across all channels.
So we're not just seeing like fragmented glimpses anymore.
Right.
We're getting a panoramic view.
Exactly. And this has huge implications. You can create more accurate customer segments, personalize the entire customer journey, and even anticipate needs before they arise. The white paper mentions a case study with Omnot Retail, a multi-channel retailer. They implemented multi-channel data synthesis and discovered that customers who engaged with their mobile app were 30% more likely to make in-store purchases.
Wow.
So they were able to connect the dots between online and offline behavior, unlocking valuable insights.
That's a fantastic example of how AI can break down those silos and create a unified customer experience. So what's next on this journey of AI-powered discovery?
This one is particularly fascinating.
Okay.
The white paper calls it emotional intelligence in AI personas.
Interesting.
AI is evolving beyond just analyzing what customers do. Now it's starting to understand why they do it, their emotions, motivations, and sentiments.
So we're talking about AI that can actually empathize with our customers.
In a way, yes. Imagine you're running a customer service call center. AI could analyze the tone of voice, detect frustration or urgency, and alert your agents to respond with extra empathy.
Wow.
It's about humanizing those interactions and creating more meaningful connections.
That's a game changer for customer service.
Yeah.
So what other applications are there for this emotionally intelligent AI?
Well, think about crafting marketing messages that resonate on an emotional level.
Okay.
The white paper shares an example of Empathetic Tech, a software company that used emotionally intelligent AI personas to tailor their messaging based on their customers' emotional journeys.
Oh, wow.
So they tracked how customers were feeling at different stages of the sales cycle and adjusted their communication accordingly.
Okay.
This led to a 25% increase in engagement rates,
Wow.
demonstrating the power of connecting with customers on an emotional level.
Okay, I'm officially blown away by the possibilities of AI personas. But let's take a step back and talk about something that's often overlooked. Representativeness.
Okay.
What does that even mean in the context of personas?
Yeah, it's a fundamental concept that often gets lost in the excitement of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Representativeness is all about how accurately your persona reflects a real market segment.
Okay.
If your persona is skewed or based on faulty data, your marketing efforts will miss the mark.
It's like trying to hit a moving target while wearing blurry glasses.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And here's where AI can be incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
AI can analyze massive data sets and identify patterns to create personas that are statistically valid
Right.
and truly representative of your target audience.
Okay.
It's about removing human bias and letting the data guide the process.
So we're ensuring our personas aren't just based on, like, our assumptions,
Right.
but on a solid foundation of data-driven insights.
Exactly. And the payoff can be huge. The white paper cites a Forrester study that found companies with highly representative personas achieve 24% higher conversions and 18% greater marketing ROI.
Wow.
That's a significant improvement that can have a real impact on your bottom line.
Those are compelling numbers for sure. Are there any companies out there that are already seeing this kind of success with representativeness?
Global Tech, a multinational electronics company, completely overhauled their marketing strategy using AI-generated personas that were focused on representativeness.
Okay.
They wanted to make sure they were truly understanding their diverse customer base.
And what was the outcome of their efforts?
Well, the results were pretty remarkable.
Okay.
We saw a 33% improvement in their return on ad spend, meaning their advertising dollars were working harder than ever before. And they achieved a 25% reduction in customer acquisition costs, allowing them to reach new customers more efficiently. It's proof that AI-driven representativeness is not just a theory, it delivers tangible results.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. We've covered a lot of ground already, from the fundamentals of AI personas to the kind of mind-blowing potential of predictive analytics, real-time updates, and emotionally intelligent AI. Let's switch gears and talk about another important concept. Customer journey personas. What's the big idea here?
Well, the customer journey is like, a winding road with different stages.
Okay.
Awareness, consideration, purchase, service, and loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Each stage has its own unique characteristics.
Right.
And your customers have different needs and expectations at each stop along the way.
So instead of creating one generic persona that tries to encompass everything,
Right.
we need to tailor them to each stage of the journey.
Exactly. AI can analyze customer behavior at each stage and create personas that are laser-focused on those specific needs and challenges. It's about understanding the context of your customers' interactions with your brand.
Can you give us a concrete example of how this works in practice?
Sure. Let's say you're in the awareness stage, just starting to research a product or service. You might be searching for information online, reading reviews, or comparing different options.
Yeah, like me trying to figure out, like, which new headphones to buy.
Right.
There are so many choices out there.
Exactly. Your AI persona for that stage might highlight, the keywords you're searching for, the websites you're visiting, and even the emotions you're expressing on social media.
Okay.
It's about understanding where you are in your decision-making process.
So we can use that information to tailor our content and our messaging to, like, meet your specific needs at that moment.
Precisely. You wouldn't bombard someone in the awareness stage with a hard sell discount offer, right?
Right.
You'd want to provide them with valuable information to guide their research and help them make an informed decision.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's about meeting the customer where they are, not where we want them to be.
Right.
But what about the, like, later stages, like service and loyalty? How do these AI personas play a role there?
Well, in the service stage, a customer might be experiencing a problem with your product or service and reach out for support. An AI persona for that stage would focus on their preferred communication channels, the type of language they use, and their level of urgency. It's about understanding their emotional state and tailoring your support to their individual needs.
So instead of sending everyone like a generic FAQ link,
Yeah.
we could offer personalized solutions based on their specific situation and communication style.
Exactly. And when it comes to loyalty,
Okay.
AI personas can help you identify the factors that drive repeat purchases, brand advocacy, and even upsell opportunities. It's about understanding what makes your most valuable customers tick and nurturing those relationships.
So it sounds like we're not just talking about acquiring customers. We're talking about building those lasting relationships, turning them into enthusiastic advocates for our brand.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And AI personas can be a powerful tool for achieving that, helping you understand and connect with your customers on a deeper level.
Okay, I'm completely sold on the concept of customer journey personas.
Right.
Do we have any real-world examples of companies that are putting this into practice and seeing, positive results?
Oh, absolutely. The white paper highlights JourneyTech, a SaaS company that went all in with AI-generated journey-specific personas. So they consolidated data from their CRM, their marketing automation platform, their support ticketing system.
Right.
They wanted to create a 360-degree view of their customer interactions.
So they had a comprehensive understanding of how their customers were engaging with their brand at every touch point.
Exactly. And then they used AI to create those dynamic personas for each stage of the customer journey.
Okay.
This allowed them to see exactly what their customers needed at each step of the way, from initial awareness to ongoing support and loyalty.
And I'm guessing they didn't stop there. They actually used those insights to, improve the customer experience.
They did.
Okay.
They implemented an AI-driven system to automatically engage customers with stage-appropriate content and offers. It was like having a personal concierge guiding each customer through their journey with the brand.
Talk about personalization at scale. So did all this effort actually pay off for JourneyTech?
Well, the results speak for themselves.
Okay.
Their lead-to-customer conversion rate jumped by 35%.
Wow.
Demonstrating that they were more effectively turning prospects into paying customers.
Right.
Customer satisfaction scores improved by 28%, reflecting a happier and more engaged customer base.
Right.
And they even saw a 25% increase in customer lifetime value,
Wow.
proving that they were building stronger, more profitable relationships.
Those are some seriously impressive wins for sure. It sounds like JourneyTech, they cracked the code on customer journey personalization. Okay, one final case study to really drive home the transformative potential of these AI personas.
Okay.
The white paper dives deep into the story of Textile, a fashion retailer who was facing some pretty common e-commerce challenges.
Right.
Can you walk us through their journey?
Absolutely. Textile was stuck in a rut. Growth was stagnating, acquiring new customers was becoming increasingly expensive, and they were struggling to retain those hard-won customers.
Yeah.
They were facing the classic e-commerce trifecta of challenges: growth, acquisition costs, and retention.
It sounds like they needed a major overhaul of their strategy. What did they do to turn things around?
They decided to go all in with AI personas, partnering with Mnemonic AI to transform their approach.
Okay.
So they consolidated data from all their sources, their e-commerce platform, their CRM, social media, everything they could get their hands on. Then they cleaned it up, organized it, and fed it to their AI engine.
So they laid a solid data foundation before building the AI-powered house, so to speak.
Exactly. They understood that garbage in, garbage out applies to AI as much as anything else.
Right.
And the results were nothing short of remarkable.
Okay.
Their year-over-year growth jumped from a meager 5% to an impressive 22%. They slashed their customer acquisition costs by 35%, allowing them to acquire new customers more efficiently. And their customer lifetime value soared by 50%, demonstrating that they were building stronger, more valuable relationships.
It sounds like they hit the jackpot. Were there any other, positive outcomes from their AI transformation?
Well, their success wasn't limited to just those key metrics.
Oh.
Their email open rates skyrocketed,
Wow.
their social media engagement doubled,
Wow.
and even their inventory management improved. They were able to optimize nearly every aspect of their business thanks to the insights they gained from their AI-powered personas.
That's a truly inspiring story. It sounds like Textile went from struggling to thriving thanks to their embrace of AI.
Okay.
Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's recap the key takeaways.
Okay.
What are the most important things for our listeners to remember as they explore the world of AI-generated personas?
Well, one of the most crucial takeaways is the paramount importance of data quality.
Okay.
You need clean, accurate, and comprehensive data to fuel your AI engine.
Right.
Without that solid foundation, your results will be unreliable, and you could end up making decisions based on flawed insights.
So data quality is job number one.
Absolutely.
What other advice would you offer to our listeners?
Embrace the power of real-time updates.
Okay.
The world is constantly changing, and your customers are evolving right along with it. Don't let your personas become static snapshots of the past. Use AI to constantly learn and adapt to changing customer behavior, ensuring your insights are always relevant and actionable.
So it's about staying agile and responsive in a dynamic market.
Right.
What other wisdom can you impart?
Well, remember that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human insight and expertise.
Okay.
You still need your marketing knowledge, your creativity, your understanding of your customers, and your ability to connect with people on a human level. AI should enhance your marketing efforts, not replace them.
It's a partnership, not a takeover.
Exactly.
Okay. What's the final piece of advice you'd offer to our listeners?
Be mindful of ethical considerations. Transparency and respect for customer privacy are paramount. Be upfront about how you're using data and give your customers control over their preferences. Building trust is essential for long-term success.
Those are wise words. Ethics should never be an afterthought. It needs to be baked into your AI strategy from the very beginning.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
Oh.
We've explored the foundational concepts of AI personas, the incredible potential of this technology, and the importance of responsible and ethical implementation. But this is just the beginning of our journey.
There's so much more to discover.
Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll delve even deeper into the world of AI personas, exploring advanced concepts like psychographic segmentation, and we'll continue to unravel the future of this rapidly evolving field.
I'm excited to continue this exploration with you.
We'll see you back here soon. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of AI-generated buyer personas.
We're picking up where we left off, diving deeper into this fascinating realm of psychographics.
Yeah.
Remember those ocean personality traits and Schwartz's theory of human values we touched on in part 1?
Right. So we're going beyond, just demographics and behaviors to really understand the psychological and emotional drivers that make your customers tick.
Yeah.
It's about getting a glimpse into their, motivations, their values, and their inner world.
It sounds like we're entering the realm of mind reading here.
Right.
Let's start with ocean, openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and eroticism.
Okay.
How can AI analyze these traits to create more effective and insightful personas?
Okay, well, imagine you're a marketer for a travel company. You have 2 potential customers. One is high in openness, always seeking, new experiences and adventures, while the other is high in conscientiousness, valuing planning, reliability, and predictability.
I can already see how their travel preferences would be vastly different. One might be drawn to spontaneous backpacking trips through Southeast Asia, while the other might prefer a well-organized cruise with a detailed itinerary.
Exactly. The first person might be searching for unique eco-tours or adventure travel off the beaten path.
Right.
While the second person might be looking for luxury cruises with guaranteed departures or family-friendly, all-inclusive resorts.
Right.
So AI can analyze, these search patterns, social media activity, and even purchase history to infer those ocean traits and create personas that reflect those nuanced differences.
So instead of sending everyone the same generic travel brochure,
right,
we can tailor our marketing messages and offers to appeal to those specific personality types.
Exactly.
Increasing the chances of capturing their attention and inspiring them to book that trip.
Right. AI empowers you to create those marketing campaigns that resonate on a much deeper level.
Yeah.
It's about understanding what makes each customer unique.
Right.
And tailoring your approach to their individual preferences.
It's like speaking their language, appealing to their values, and anticipating their needs. It sounds incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But what about Schwartz's values? How do those factor into AI-powered personas?
Okay. So Schwartz's theory identifies 10 basic values that are considered universal across cultures.
Okay.
Things like self-direction, stimulation, achievement, security, conformity, tradition, benevolence, universalism.
Wow.
It's really a framework for understanding what drives human behavior at its core.
That's quite a list. It sounds like a complex system to analyze.
Yeah.
How does AI even begin to understand these values and apply them to marketing?
Well, AI looks for patterns and correlations in the data that align with those values.
Okay.
For example, someone who, frequently donates to environmental causes, volunteers their time, and, consistently chooses eco-friendly products might be high in universalism, valuing social justice, sustainability, and the well-being of all people.
Right.
This insight could be incredibly valuable for, a company that's marketing sustainable products or promoting ethical business practices.
So we're not just looking at what people buy, we're understanding why they buy it.
Right.
What motivates them, what they care about, what kind of impact they want to make in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this deeper level of understanding can have, a profound impact on your marketing strategy. Imagine creating products and services that align with, those deeply held values. Imagine crafting marketing messages that resonate on an emotional level, appealing to people's, sense of purpose and identity. Imagine anticipating customer needs before they even realize them, offering solutions that perfectly match their values and aspirations.
It sounds like we're moving from like transactional marketing to a more meaningful, purpose-driven approach. It's not just about selling products, it's about connecting with people on a deeper level. But do we have any real-world examples of companies that are successfully using AI to understand and leverage these psychographic insights?
Yeah, the white paper highlights Global Tech, a multinational electronics company that was facing some serious challenges. Engagement with their brand was declining, their marketing messages were falling flat, and they were losing ground to competitors who, seemed to have a better grasp on what customers really wanted.
It sounds like they were suffering from a classic case of marketing disconnect.
Yeah, right.
They weren't speaking the same language as their customers.
They knew they needed a radical change, so they partnered with the mnemonic AI to develop a sophisticated persona system that incorporated both Ocean traits and Schwartz's values. They wanted to understand not just, who their customers were, but what they cared about, what motivated them, and how they saw themselves in the world.
They went all in on psychographics, using AI to unlock those hidden insights.
Right. And the results were transformative.
Okay.
They saw a 27% increase in engagement rates across, all their marketing channels. Email open rates and click-through rates jumped by 35%, indicating that their messages were now resonating, with their target audience.
Right.
Customer retention increased by 18%, demonstrating that they were building stronger, more loyal relationships.
Right.
And they even grew their market share by 23%.
Wow.
Proving that this deeper understanding of their customers was giving them a competitive edge.
Those are some impressive results for sure. It sounds like Global Tech discovered the power of psychographics and used AI to translate those insights into a winning marketing strategy. It's a compelling case study that shows the potential of this approach.
Right. And it's a powerful reminder that understanding your customers on a deeper level beyond just their demographics and buying habits can be the key to unlocking remarkable growth and creating those truly meaningful connections.
Okay, we've established that psychographic insights can be a game changer for businesses, but as with any powerful tool, there's a responsibility to use it wisely. What are some of the ethical considerations we need to keep in mind when we're using AI to analyze people's personalities, values, and beliefs?
You're raising a critical point. The white paper dedicates an entire chapter to the ethical implications of AI-generated personas, and it's something we need to address head on. We're dealing with sensitive information here, people's personalities, values, beliefs, and we have a responsibility to treat that data with respect and caution.
It's not just about what we can do with AI, it's about what we should do.
Right.
We need to be mindful of the potential impact on individuals and society as a whole.
Absolutely. The white paper outlines several key principles for ethical AI persona development.
Okay.
Transparency is paramount.
Okay.
Be upfront with your customers about how you're using their data and why. Explain it in plain language that everyone can understand, avoiding technical jargon and complex algorithms.
So no more hiding behind confusing terms and conditions or burying critical information in lengthy privacy policies.
Exactly. You have to build trust with your customers, and that trust is earned through transparency and clear communication.
Right.
And part of that trust is giving them control.
Okay.
So let them opt in or opt out of data collection. Let them access and edit their personas. Empower them to be, active participants in the process, not just passive subjects of data analysis.
So it sounds like we need to shift from a mindset of data extraction to data collaboration, where customers have a voice and a choice in how their information is used.
That's exactly the direction we need to be moving in. It's about empowering customers, respecting their autonomy, and building relationships based on trust and mutual benefit.
Okay. Transparency and control are crucial pillars of ethical AI. What other considerations should we be aware of?
We have to be incredibly mindful of bias.
Okay.
AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on.
Right.
If that data is skewed or reflects existing societal biases, your personas will be flawed from the start, and you risk perpetuating those biases in your marketing efforts.
So if our training data is predominantly from one demographic group, our AI might make inaccurate and potentially harmful generalizations about other groups, leading to discriminatory outcomes.
That's precisely the danger.
Yeah.
You have to constantly audit your data and your algorithms to ensure that they're fair, inclusive, and representative of the diverse world we live in. It's an ongoing process of vigilance and self-reflection, and it's something we need to prioritize at every stage of AI development.
Bias in AI is a serious issue with far-reaching consequences.
Yeah.
We need to be aware of the potential pitfalls,
Right.
and take proactive steps to mitigate those risks.
Yeah.
What other ethical guidelines should we be following as we navigate the world of AI personas?
Well, we have to be careful not to over-personalize. Just because we can, tailor every message and every offer to an individual doesn't mean we should.
Right.
There's a fine line between being helpful and being creepy, and we need to respect that boundary.
I've definitely received those targeted ads that feel a little too close for comfort, like they're reading my mind and anticipating my every move.
Yeah.
It can feel intrusive, even if it's technically within the bounds of privacy regulation.
Right. It's about finding that sweet spot between personalization and privacy.
Okay.
Between being helpful and being overbearing. Use AI to, enhance the customer experience, not to invade their privacy or manipulate their decisions. It's about building genuine connections, not exploiting data for short-term gains.
Ethical AI is about using this powerful technology thoughtfully and responsibly, always keeping the human impact at the forefront of our minds. But knowing where those ethical boundaries lie can be tricky.
Yeah.
What are some practical steps we can take to ensure we're on the right track?
Education is key. Invest in training for yourself and your team to understand the complexities of AI ethics.
Yep.
There are countless resources available, articles, books, online courses that can help you grasp the nuances and navigate the potential pitfalls.
So knowledge is our best defense against unintended consequences.
Right.
What other steps can we take to build an ethical AI framework?
Establish clear ethical guidelines for your organization. Define what data you're collecting, how you're using it, what safeguards you're putting in place to protect privacy,
Right.
and how you're mitigating potential biases.
Right.
Make sure everyone in your company understands those guidelines and feels empowered to raise concerns if they see something that doesn't align with those principles.
So it sounds like ethical AI shouldn't just be a side project or a box to check.
Right.
It needs to be embedded in our company culture, informing every decision we make about data collection, analysis, and application.
Exactly. Ethical AI needs to be at the forefront of every conversation, every strategy session, every product development meeting. It's not just about compliance. It's about building a business that's aligned with our values and committed to using technology for good.
Okay, education, clear guidelines, and a company-wide commitment to ethical AI practices. Those are solid steps in the right direction.
Yeah.
But are there any external resources we can tap into for guidance and support?
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to seek outside perspectives. Consult with ethicists, privacy experts, and even your own customers to get their input. Building an ethical AI framework is a collaborative effort, and the more voices we include in the conversation, the better equipped we'll be to navigate these complex challenges.
It sounds like we need to approach AI with a sense of humility, recognizing that we don't have all the answers, and that collaboration and open dialogue are essential for responsible innovation.
Exactly. We're all learning as we go, and it's crucial to be open to feedback, new perspectives, and evolving best practices.
Right.
The world of AI is constantly changing, and our ethical frameworks need to adapt right along with it.
Okay, we've explored the ethical considerations of AI-generated personas in depth.
Yeah.
And it's clear that responsible implementation is crucial for building trust with our customers,
right,
and ensuring we're using this powerful technology for good. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the future. What are some of the emerging trends and technologies that are shaping the world of AI-generated personas? What's on the horizon for this rapidly evolving field?
Well, the future of AI personas is brimming with exciting possibilities. One of the most promising areas is the advancement of natural language processing, or NLP. Imagine AI systems that can understand and interpret human language with even greater nuance and sophistication than we see today.
So we're talking about AI that can go beyond just recognizing keywords and phrases. It can actually understand the context, the intent, and even the emotions behind our words.
Exactly. This could revolutionize how we gather data for our personas.
Wow.
Think about AI that can analyze customer reviews, social media conversations, and even, open-ended survey responses to extract incredibly rich and nuanced psychographic insights.
No.
It's about going beyond the surface level and understanding the deeper meaning behind what people are saying.
So it sounds like we're moving towards AI that can truly understand us, not just analyze our data.
Right.
So what other trends are shaping the future of AI personas?
Well, we're seeing the convergence of augmented reality and virtual reality with AI.
Okay.
Imagine creating, immersive virtual representations of your personas that your team can interact with and learn from.
Oh, wow.
So instead of just, reading a static persona document, you could step into a virtual world and experience the world through their eyes.
So it's like stepping into a simulation that allows us to walk a mile in our customers' shoes.
Right.
Getting a deeper understanding of their needs, their motivations, and their challenges.
Exactly. It could be incredibly powerful for building empathy and understanding within your organization.
Yeah. And as the Internet of Things continues to expand,
right,
we'll be able to integrate data from a growing number of connected devices into our persona systems.
So we're not just capturing online behavior anymore. We're understanding how people interact with the world around them, their physical environment, their daily routines, their habits and preferences.
Precisely. Imagine knowing, what kind of appliances people use, how they exercise, what they eat, how they commute. All those data points could feed into, an incredibly rich and nuanced AI persona, providing, a holistic view of their lives and preferences.
It's mind-boggling to think about the amount of data that's being generated every second.
Yeah.
But with all this data collection comes even greater responsibility. How do we ensure that we're using all this information ethically and responsibly?
You're raising a crucial point. The ethical implications of AI-generated personas are only going to become more complex.
Yeah. As we gather more data from more sources.
Right.
That's why we're seeing a parallel trend towards increased regulation and ethical frameworks for AI development and deployment.
So it's not just a matter of self-regulation anymore. We're likely to see more laws and guidelines around data privacy, algorithm transparency, and bias mitigation, holding companies accountable for how they use and protect customer data.
Absolutely. Governments around the world are recognizing the need for clear rules and regulations to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly. And this is where, technologies like federated learning and edge AI come into play.
Those sound like incredibly technical terms. Can you break them down for us?
Sure. So federated learning allows us to train AI models on decentralized data sets.
Okay.
Meaning we can, generate insights without centralizing all that sensitive data in one place. It's a way to protect privacy while still leveraging the power of AI.
So instead of gathering all the data in one giant honeypot that's vulnerable to breaches and misuse, we can we can distribute that data
Right.
and analyze it in a more secure and privacy-preserving way.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Edge AI brings AI processing power closer to the data source,
Okay.
reducing the need to transmit, large amounts of data to the cloud. It's
Yeah.
another way to enhance privacy and security while enabling real-time personalization and insights.
It sounds like these advancements are addressing those growing concerns about data privacy and security,
Yeah.
allowing us to benefit from the power of AI
Right.
without sacrificing, our ethical principles.
Exactly. It's about striking that delicate balance between innovation and responsibility, between leveraging data to create, better experiences and
Right.
protecting the privacy and autonomy of individuals.
Okay, we've talked about ethical considerations, privacy-enhancing technologies, and the expanding universe of data. What other mind-blowing advancements are on the horizon for AI personas? What's the next frontier in this rapidly evolving field?
Okay. Well, if you're ready to venture into the realm of true science fiction, let's talk about quantum computing.
Okay.
It's still in its early stages.
Yeah.
But quantum computing has the potential to revolutionize AI capabilities,
Right.
opening up possibilities that were once considered unimaginable.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. Tell me more.
Right.
How could quantum computing transform the world of AI personas?
Well, imagine AI systems that can analyze, vastly larger data sets than ever before, creating personas that are, exponentially more comprehensive and predictive. We might even see, real-time personalization
Wow.
at a scale that's impossible to achieve with current technology. It's a glimpse into a future where AI can truly understand and anticipate our needs with a level of precision and personalization that seems almost magical.
That sounds both incredibly exciting and a little bit terrifying.
Yeah.
It's hard to even grasp the implications of such a powerful technology.
It's definitely a transformative technology with the potential to reshape entire industries,
Well,
including marketing.
yeah.
And as we venture further into the realm of AI-powered personalization, we need to be even more mindful of the ethical considerations,
Right.
ensuring that we're using this power responsibly and for the benefit of humanity.
It's a powerful reminder that technology is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It can be used for good or for ill, and it's up to us to steer it in the right direction.
Yeah.
What other mind-bending advancements are on the horizon for AI personas?
One particularly intriguing trend is the rise of AI-generated content. Imagine personas that can actually speak for themselves, generating their own descriptions, or even, crafting personalized marketing messages.
Wow.
We're already seeing, AI-powered tools that can write copy, create visuals, and even design entire websites. What if we could apply those capabilities to our personas, allowing them to communicate directly with our customers in a way that feels authentic and engaging?
So we're talking about AI that can not only understand our customers, but also communicate with them in a way that feels natural and personalized.
Right.
It's almost like giving our personas a voice.
Yeah.
and allowing them to participate in the marketing process.
Exactly. The lines between AI and human creativity are blurring, and
Yeah.
the possibilities are both exciting and a little bit unsettling. We need to approach these advancements with a healthy dose of caution,
Right.
and ensure that we're always prioritizing human values and well-being.
It's a reminder that as AI becomes more sophisticated, our ethical frameworks need to keep pace, ensuring that we're using this technology to enhance human connection, not replace it.
Absolutely. The future of AI personas is a journey of continuous exploration and adaptation. We're constantly discovering new possibilities and grappling with new challenges. It's a dynamic and fascinating field, and I'm excited to see where it takes us.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the fundamentals of AI personas to the far-reaching implications of psychographics and the ethical considerations that come with all this power.
Yeah.
We've explored the present and peered into the future, painting a picture of a world where AI can help us understand and connect with our customers on a deeper level than ever before. But with all this power comes a responsibility to use it wisely, ethically, and with a deep respect for human dignity.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. AI personas are a powerful tool, but they're just one piece of the puzzle. We need to combine those insights with our own marketing expertise, our creativity, our empathy, and our commitment to creating value for our customers. It's a partnership between human ingenuity and AI-powered intelligence.
Right.
And it's a journey that requires constant learning, adaptation, and a willingness to embrace the unknown.
Well said. As we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I'm left with a sense of awe at the possibilities of AI and a renewed commitment to using this technology for good, creating a future where AI enhances human connection and empowers us to build a better world. But we're not done yet.
Right.
There's still more to explore.
Stay tuned for part 3 of our deep dive, where we'll be taking your questions, offering practical advice for implementing AI personas in your own business, and continuing to unravel the mysteries and possibilities of this rapidly evolving field.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into the world of AI-generated buyer personas.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey so far.
It really has. We've explored the foundations. We delved into those kind of mind-bending possibilities, and even peered into the future of this rapidly evolving field.
Absolutely.
And now we're ready to tackle the most important part, putting all this knowledge into action.
Yeah, let's do it.
We've received some fantastic questions from our listeners who are eager to implement AI personas in their own businesses. So let's dive right in and see how we can translate these concepts into real-world results.
I'm excited to share some practical advice and address those burning questions.
All right, the first question comes from a listener who's feeling a bit overwhelmed. They ask, I work for a small business with limited resources. Is AI persona technology even feasible for us? Or is this just for the big players with massive budgets?
That's a common concern, and it's understandable to feel like AI is out of reach for smaller companies.
Yeah.
But the reality is that AI persona tools are becoming increasingly accessible, even for businesses with limited resources.
So it's not just an expensive toy for Fortune 500 companies.
Not at all. There are affordable cloud-based solutions that offer many of the same features as the enterprise-level platforms.
Yeah.
But at a price point that's much more manageable for smaller businesses. You don't need a huge IT department or a team of data scientists to get started. You can start small and scale up as your needs grow.
That's great news for our entrepreneurial listeners out there. What advice would you give to a small business owner who's just starting out with AI personas? Like, where should they begin?
I would say start by identifying your most pressing need. Don't try to do everything at once.
Right.
Focus on one specific area where you think AI personas could make a real difference.
Right.
Maybe you're struggling to attract new customers. Maybe you're losing customers to competitors. Maybe you're not sure how to effectively segment your audience.
Right.
Once you've identified your pain point, you can start exploring how AI personas can help you address it.
So it's about starting with a clear objective and a targeted approach.
Right.
Don't try to boil the ocean. Just focus on one specific problem you want to solve.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need to be an AI expert to get started. There are user-friendly tools designed specifically for small businesses that can guide you through the process. You can also partner with an AI consultant or agency if you need extra help.
Okay.
The key is to start somewhere and learn as you go.
Okay, that's encouraging advice for our small business listeners out there. Next question. What are some common mistakes businesses make when implementing AI personas? What pitfalls should we watch out for?
One of the biggest and most common mistakes is neglecting data quality.
Yeah.
We talked about the garbage in, garbage out principle earlier, and it's absolutely crucial. You can have the most sophisticated AI algorithms in the world, but if you're feeding them bad data, your results will be useless or even worse, misleading.
So step one is making sure your data is clean, accurate, and complete. No shortcuts there.
Absolutely. Another common mistake is over-relying on AI and forgetting the human element. AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
You still need your marketing expertise, your creativity, your understanding of your customers, and your ability to connect with people on a human level.
Right.
AI should enhance your marketing efforts, not replace them.
It's a partnership, not a takeover.
Exactly. And one final pitfall to watch out for, don't forget about the ethical implications. We talked about this in depth earlier, but it's worth repeating. Be transparent with your customers about how you're using their data.
Right.
Give them control over their preferences and be mindful of potential biases in your algorithms.
So it's not just about maximizing profits, it's about doing business in a way that's responsible, ethical, and respectful of your customers' privacy and autonomy.
Absolutely. Building trust with your customers is essential for long-term success.
Okay, those are some valuable insights for sure. Let's move on to a question that's top of mind for many business owners.
Yeah.
How do I measure the ROI of AI personas? What metrics should I be tracking to see if this investment is actually paying off?
That's a great question. The specific metrics you track will depend on your business goals and the areas where you're implementing AI personas.
Right.
But here are a few key metrics that are generally relevant and provide a good starting point.
Give us the highlights. What should we be watching closely?
Well, first and foremost, conversion rates. Are you seeing an increase in leads, sales, signups, or whatever your desired action might be after implementing AI personas?
Right.
It's a clear indication of whether those personas are actually influencing customer behavior and driving the results you're aiming for.
So are those personas actually moving the needle? Are they translating into tangible outcomes?
Exactly. Next, customer acquisition costs.
Okay.
Is it becoming cheaper to acquire new customers thanks to more targeted and effective marketing efforts?
Okay.
AI personas can help you reach the right people with the right message at the right time, potentially reducing your marketing spend and boosting your ROI.
That's a big win for any business, especially in today's competitive landscape.
Absolutely. Another important metric is customer lifetime value.
Okay.
Are your customers staying longer, buying more, and becoming more valuable to your business over time? AI personas can help you understand, what drives customer loyalty and tailor your approach to nurture those valuable relationships.
It's not just about acquiring customers, it's about building those lasting relationships that generate long-term value.
Exactly. And finally, don't forget about engagement metrics.
Sure.
Are you seeing higher open rates for your emails, more clicks on your ads, more engagement on social media?
Right.
These metrics can indicate, whether your messaging is resonating with your audience, and whether your AI personas are helping you create more effective content.
So it's about tracking a combination of quantitative metrics like conversion rates and acquisition costs,
right,
and qualitative metrics like engagement and sentiment. It's about getting a holistic view of how AI personas are impacting your business.
Exactly. By monitoring these metrics and comparing them to your baseline before implementing AI personas, you can start to quantify the impact and see if this investment is truly delivering the results you're aiming for.
Okay, so measure, track, analyze. Don't just assume it's working. Get the data to prove it.
Exactly. Data-driven decision-making is crucial for any successful AI strategy.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the foundations of AI personas, delved into the fascinating world of psychographics, peered into the future of this technology, and addressed some common challenges and misconceptions. But I'm sure our listeners are eager to take the next step. What resources or tools can you recommend for someone who's ready to dive in and start implementing AI personas in their own business?
There are tons of great resources out there. For starters, the white paper you shared with us is an excellent foundation. It covers a wide range of topics in depth, from data quality to ethical considerations to future trends.
It's definitely required reading for anyone serious about exploring this field.
Absolutely. And for those who want to, dive even deeper into the technical aspects of AI, there are online courses and tutorials on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and edX that can teach you the basics of AI, machine learning, and persona development.
Right.
You can learn at your own pace and gain those those valuable skills that will empower you to make the most of this technology.
So you can level up your AI knowledge from the comfort of your own home. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But what about the actual implementation? What tools or platforms would you recommend for building and deploying AI personas?
Well, Mnemonic AI, who we've mentioned throughout this deep dive, is an excellent option. They offer a comprehensive platform that's both powerful and user-friendly, making it suitable for both beginners and experienced AI practitioners.
Okay.
They have a proven track record of helping businesses of all sizes achieve success with AI personas,
Right.
and their team is incredibly knowledgeable and supportive.
So they can guide you through the process and answer any questions you might have along the way. That's reassuring for businesses that are just starting out with AI.
Exactly. And they're constantly innovating and adding new features, so you can be confident that you're getting access to the latest and greatest AI technology.
Okay, those are some valuable resources for sure. But beyond the tools and platforms, what's the most important piece of advice you would give to someone who's embarking on their AI persona journey?
I would say embrace the power of AI, but never forget that it's a tool to enhance your marketing expertise, not replace it. Be curious, experiment, learn from your mistakes, and never stop exploring the possibilities.
Yeah.
The world of AI is constantly evolving, and the most successful businesses will be those that are agile, adaptable, and always willing to learn and grow.
That's a great reminder. It's not about surrendering to the machines. It's about using AI as a partner to augment our own creativity, insights, and intuition.
Exactly. It's a collaboration between human and machine, and the most remarkable results will come from those who can master that delicate balance.
Well, it seems like we've reached the end of our deep dive into the fascinating world of AI generated buyer personas. We've explored the fundamentals, the possibilities, the challenges, and the future of this transformative technology.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
You really have. I hope our listeners are feeling inspired and empowered to embark on their own AI persona journeys.
Me too. It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you and our listeners. I'm confident that AI personas have the potential to revolutionize the way businesses connect with their customers, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I share your enthusiasm. AI personas are a powerful force for good in the world of marketing, and I'm eager to see how this technology continues to evolve and empower businesses of all sizes to create more meaningful and valuable relationships with their customers. Until next time, happy analyzing.
Thank you for listening. If you do not want to miss our future episodes, subscribe now and visit mnemonic.ai.